God says, "This is very serious. Jesus is praying for you, specifically for you, because there is something the heavens have been trying to tell you for weeks, but now time is almost up." Jesus stands before the throne, interceding for your name, calling to the Father over and over to protect you from what is coming. In the spiritual world, something has already been set in motion. A chain of events that cannot be stopped in the physical world. It can only be altered by divine intervention. You may think you still have time, but the heavens say time is running out. In the unseen world, angels have gathered around your name, and even they whisper that you must listen now, before it's too late. If you ignore this and treat it as just another message, you will cry deeply when you realize the heavens tried to warn you and you didn't open your heart in time. Jesus prays not because he cannot act, but because he prays out of love. He knows what's written in your destiny for the hours ahead. He has seen the traps set for you. He leans in, speaking your name with tears in his eyes, saying, "Please, don't turn away from this. Please believe me when I say this is urgent." The urgency in his voice is not because of a small problem, but because his heart sees what you cannot yet see. Right now, in the spiritual world, there is movement around your home, your workplace, and your relationships. Conversations are happening in the dark. Plans are being made on papers you haven't touched, and your name is being spoken in places you've never been. Jesus knows every word. He hears every whisper and is trying to protect you from it. But you must do your part by opening your eyes. Something has been building for months. An invisible thread ties together events, people, and moments you thought had no connection. In the physical world, it may seem like coincidence, but in the spirit, it's a pattern, and the heavens are shouting for you to see it. There is someone who smiles at you, speaks kindly, but deep down, they have a plan to harm you. He is gathering information, watching your actions, and waiting for the right time to move. The heavens say this time is critical. You have been under watch without realizing it. That is why your spirit has felt uneasy lately. Why has your sleep been disturbed? Why did you suddenly feel a heaviness in your heart? It is not by chance. Your soul is sensing the weight of what's ahead. Archangel Michael has been sent many times to block certain things from reaching you. 3 times in the last month, his sword cut off what would have harmed you. But Michael cannot hold everything back forever. The heavens work with your consent, and Jesus is asking you to give that consent. He says, "Child, if you do not accept this and act now, you will face something that will break your heart, something you are not prepared for. The weeping that will follow if you ignore this will not be quick. It will be deep, painful, echoing in your chest for days because you will realize that you could have avoided it." Right now, in the heavenly courts, there is a scroll with your name written in gold. It has been opened. This morning, the angels read aloud the warning written just for you. In this scroll, the exact location, the people involved, and the timing of what is coming are detailed. The heavens do not lie. When they mention a specific time, they mean it. You cannot delay this until next week. You cannot set it aside, thinking you will return to it later. The spiritual world is already moving, and each delay in your response brings you closer to what is coming. Your prayers have power, but prayers without action leave the doors open. Jesus tells you that you must not only pray, but also stay alert, listen to his whispers, and be ready for change. This may mean you will need to cut off contact with someone, cancel a meeting, or even leave a place physically. It may not make sense right now, but the heavens say that your understanding will come after your obedience, not before it. This is how God works. He gives you instructions to protect you from things he has already seen coming. In the last 72 hours, something unusual happened in the spiritual realm. Angels and heavenly beings spoke about you, and the Father's attention was fixed on your case. Jesus said over and over, "Please, Father, extend the time." and for a short moment, the Father agreed. That is why you've had a few more days, but the specific day is marked on the enemy's calendar. If you do not respond to this message, the delay won't matter. The heavens will continue to protect you as much as they can. But there is a level of protection that only comes when you actively accept the warning. Even now, as you read this, the Spirit of God is moving around you. He is stirring your heart, impressing on you the seriousness of this moment. You may feel cold, a heaviness in your chest, or even tears in your eyes. These are not just emotions. This is a spiritual confirmation. The heavens confirm that this message is not by chance, not general, and not for everyone. It is for you. In your heavenly record, it is written that on this day, the truth was revealed to you. And one day, you will remember reading this. You will either thank God for listening or regret deeply that you did not. Jesus wants you to know that bad news connected to a specific time cannot be fixed once it happens. It must be stopped before it arrives. It's easier to stop a storm when it's still far off than when it's already here. The storm is still far away, but the winds are already beginning to blow. You have little time to act. That's why Jesus urges you, not because he doubts his power, but because he respects your free will. The heavens will not force you to believe. They will not force you to prepare, but they will give you all the signs so that you cannot claim you were not warned. Jesus says, "You may not realize how much is happening behind the scenes of your everyday life." Every time you feel a sudden pause, a strange thought telling you to wait, or an inner voice urging you to change direction, that is him guiding you away from danger. But the weight of what is set for a specific time is the heaviest burden you've faced in recent months. That's why this message cannot be gentle. It must be strong enough to cut through distractions, loud enough in your spirit to drown out every other voice. There is someone you have trusted too much. He has gathered information, watched your every move, not to help you, but to pass it on to someone else. This is not just betrayal, it is harm planned with intention. He received instructions from someone hidden in the shadows, and that shadow is darker than you realize. The heavens have seen every step they've taken, and the records are troubling. Archangel Michael has stationed warriors along your path because the enemy has grown bold enough to get closer. Michael's sword has clashed with invisible forces over your name more than 5 times in the past week, each time cutting off what could have already harmed you. But the attacks are increasing, though they are weakening. That's why today's message from the heavens is different. It is urgent, non-negotiable, and tied to a very short countdown. In your timeline, it's just a date, but in the spiritual world, it is a gate. The gates open and close in the unseen realm, and what passes through them changes everything. These particular gates have been under heavy demonic influence. Plans have been made to use this time as an opportunity to set in motion a series of events aimed against you. If you think of your life as a river, then this is when they are trying to create a massive blockage that will stop the river's flow for months. Jesus tried to move the stones before they are thrown into the water, but now you must agree. Your tears are not a sign of weakness. They are signals to the heavens. Those times you cried alone, thinking no one noticed, Jesus was there. He saw every tear and collected them. But this time, he is trying to prevent you from crying afterward. He wants your tears now to be tears of surrender and obedience, not tears of regret. The sorrow that will come from ignoring this message will not be short-lived. It will weigh heavy on your spirit, like a shadow that refuses to leave. That is why he speaks to you this way, so your heart cannot pretend later that it didn't know. The heavens say that the bad news scheduled for a certain time is tied to 3 different levels. The first is relationships. Someone in your circle is involved. The second is financial. Something concerning your resources is being observed. The third is spiritual. The door in your atmosphere has been open for too long, and evil spirits have taken notice. These 3 levels form a chain. and if you break the first link, the others will follow. That is why it cannot wait. Breaking one link now will prevent the others from locking in. The Spirit of God is moving around you now, bringing to your attention the small warnings you've received recently. Perhaps a dream you had that you ignored, maybe a strange comment someone made, or perhaps a scripture that came to mind for no clear reason. It wasn't by chance. These were signs along the road, urging you to pay attention. Jesus has been weaving this message into your life step by step. But now, He is bringing everything together in one final direct call. If you feel tightness in your chest or anxiety in your hands, your spirit is responding. A meeting has been set for a specific time, one you might not even know about. This could be a physical event or a decision made far from you, but its consequences will eventually catch up with you. The enemy is trying to present this situation as harmless, but in the heavenly records, it is marked as a turning point. Jesus does not want this turning point to bring you down. He wants it to raise you higher. But for this to happen, you must not be in the wrong place at the wrong time. You must not speak to the wrong person at the wrong hour. You must not sign or agree to anything without prayer and deep reflection in the days leading up to this moment and on this specific day. Angels are assigned to protect you, but they are waiting for your cooperation. They act faster when you listen to the inner warning. That is why Jesus says, "Please, child, open your eyes now." The weight of this warning in the heavens is so heavy that even those who have silently watched over you are crying out louder than usual. In the last few hours, the heavens have doubled the number of angels surrounding you, not because they doubt your faith, but because the enemy's activity has increased. You are not alone, but you are being told the truth. Your response will decide how much of this will affect you. You may wonder, why doesn't God just remove the danger completely? The truth of His love is that He gives you a role in your own story. He allows you to partner with Him so that your victory will be personal, not just general. When the danger has passed, you will know that you and the heavens worked together, that you listened and obeyed, and that your obedience closed the gates that were meant to open. In the Spirit, the countdown is already visible. Every hour is like a bead on a string, and as each bead falls, the string gets shorter. Right now, Jesus stands at the edge of your path, calling to you louder than ever. He says that if you go forward without this, you will fall into a trap. The trap is already set, and its design is made just for you. Not because you deserve it, but because the enemy has studied you and made it personal. That's why this warning is personal. The heavens are sending such urgent help, but not for everyone. It is meant only for the one whose name is written in the scroll of this moment, and your name is clearly written there. Jesus says that the spiritual activity around you right now is like a battlefield at night. The air is thick, the ground feels tense, and every movement counts. Angels move quietly, but with great precision, taking positions in your life where the enemy might try to strike. Some are near your physical home, others are along the path of people you haven't met yet, but will soon encounter. And one stands at the very edge of your tomorrow, holding such a strong presence that it blocks anything meant to reach you before the right time. Maybe you've noticed small disturbances lately, meetings delayed, plans disrupted, unexpected holdups. In the natural world, this might seem like an inconvenience, but in the spiritual world, some of these things are intentional divine interventions. The heavens have been slowing you down to make sure you don't fall into traps too early. The enemy's plan is based on you being in a specific place, with a certain mindset, at a certain time. Every time the heavens interfere with this plan, it weakens, but the enemy also adjusts, fine-tuning details to match your new rhythm. That's why the specific time is still marked. It's the day they think they can approach you, despite the delays. Jesus sees every change and knows you are close to a breakthrough. That's why the attack feels so strong now. The enemy always fights hardest just before the blessing breaks through. Something too significant is written for this month of your life to be stopped. That's why the enemy is trying to hurt you emotionally, mentally, or financially, so that you can't fully receive it. But Jesus says, if you remain in me now, if you let my words protect you, nothing they plan will touch you. The heavens aren't just warning you, they are preparing you. The Holy Spirit has already started whispering strategies to you, even if you haven't recognized them as divine instructions. That feeling to double-check something. That sudden thought to take a different path. This feeling of discomfort when talking to a certain person is not accidental. It is part of your spiritual protection. Every small instruction you receive is like a brick in the wall built around you. But Jesus says there is one decision that will be presented to you between now and a specific time, and it will seem harmless or even beneficial. If you say yes without thinking, it will open a door through which the enemy has been waiting to enter. Jesus says, "Child, you will recognize it by how it pushes you to act quickly without peace in your heart. My voice brings urgency, but also clarity. The enemy's voice brings pressure and lacks peace. Understand the difference now, because this moment is coming fast." The bad news set for a specific time is not just an event, it is a chain reaction. If the first one happens, the rest will follow quickly, one after another, leaving little time for correction. This is why the heavens are speaking in advance, even if you feel like there's still time. In the unseen world, time moves faster than it seems in reality. What feels like days to you is seen as minutes in the spiritual countdown. There is also a physical place the heavens want you to avoid on or around that day. You may think there's no reason not to go there, but sometimes the enemy uses others to lead you to places you would never go on your own. It might be under the pretext of helping someone, meeting with someone, or getting something. Jesus says, "Do not go where your spirit does not feel peace." Peace is your guide in this season. If your spirit feels uneasy, it's the way the heavens are holding you back. Even now, in the heavenly courts, your case is open. Angels are testifying on your behalf, showing the Father the truth of your obedience, faith, and heart. The enemy has accused you, pointing to past mistakes, trying to use them as reasons to approach you at a certain time. But Jesus stands as your defender, and his blood speaks louder than any accusation. However, the Father listens carefully to the warning sent to you. Your response to this message will become part of the heavenly record of your obedience. Jesus says that you may feel this message more deeply than you realize right now. This is because your spirit often senses what your mind has not yet understood. You might not see all the details yet, but your spirit is already aware that something is moving in the unseen. Trust this feeling. It is one of the greatest gifts God has given you. The angels guarding you have spoken to each other. They know your habits, your weaknesses, and your strengths. They have seen where you've already overcome challenges, and they have noticed where you tend to hesitate. They are getting ready to cover your weak spots, but they are also sending you a message through these words: prepare, listen, do not delay. Just a few hours before the fourth round, you may feel a sudden heaviness or unease. This will be the final sign. When it happens, stop everything and pray immediately. Do not dismiss it as nothing. This will be your last warning before the enemy's plan tries to unfold. Your prayer at that moment will seal your protection. You will not be left alone in this. The heavens have already provided you with more help than you can imagine. Archangel Michael himself has been appointed to protect you in this specific battle. His presence will be strong in the days leading up to the fourth round. You may feel it as unusual courage, as though fear cannot touch you, or as a sudden sense of someone watching over you. That will be him standing beside you with his sword drawn. And even now, Jesus whispers, "I am with you always, even to the end of the age." This includes the end of this month, the start of August, and the day when the enemy thought he could harm you. You are not abandoned. You are warned because you are loved, and love warns. Love protects. Love doesn't allow harm without sending a message first. This is your word. This is your protection. This is your moment to take action. Jesus says that the calls from heaven to your name were not by chance. They have been constant, filled with the sound of intercession, shaking the very foundations of the spiritual world. Even now, angelic voices are calling out saying, "Do not let this fall. Do not let this pass through unprotected on the fourth day." These voices are not talking about a future threat. They are talking about something that has already been set in motion, something that holds both physical and spiritual weight. There is a specific person who will play a role in the events tied to this date. They may seem harmless, but their hands are unclean in a spiritual sense. They are part of a chain of influence. Someone influenced them, and now they are trying to influence you. Jesus has been watching them closely. He saw the words they spoke behind your back, the conversations they had about you, and how they positioned themselves as trustworthy while hiding their true intentions. The heavens did not let them get to you too quickly, but the enemy has relentlessly pushed them toward you before the appointed time. If you believe in God, write Amen. Amen. Be careful, for this moment is different from others you have faced. This is the time when the heavens are drawing near, when Jesus himself is not only watching over you, but pleading with you to listen. The atmosphere is heavy, not with fear, but with urgency. This message is not for everyone. It is for you alone. The words I speak now are carried by the wind of the Spirit directly to your heart. There is nothing random about this, no coincidences. You were meant to see this, to pause, to feel the pull in your soul that says, "Do not scroll past, do not turn away, do not delay." The heavens are warning you, and it is both a caution and a promise. The specific date is marked in the spiritual realm. You might think it's just another day on the calendar, but it is not. Events, movements, and decisions are unfolding in heaven and on earth that directly affect you. Jesus stands between you and what was meant to harm you. He intercedes for you. Right now, he is speaking your name before the Father, and the weight of his plea is beyond anything your human mind can fully understand. It is not because he is powerless, but because he loves you so deeply that he will not let this moment pass without you knowing the truth. In the unseen world, something is being decided, something that could change your life if you are not prepared. This is not meant to scare you. Fear does not come from me. This is to tune you in, to prepare you, to protect you. The enemy is circling around, setting traps, whispering lies, and using people you would least expect to carry out his plans against you. But I, your God, will not allow this. I am giving you this word so that when the appointed day comes, you will wake up with prayer, consciously aware and covered by my Spirit, so strong that no evil can touch you. Archangel Michael is already in action, and his presence is guarding your home, your steps, and your mind. Even now, as you read this, angels are taking their places. A ring of light surrounds you, through which no darkness can pass. I see the weapons formed against you, and I declare that they will not succeed. The enemy's assignments are canceled in my name. But I need you to trust me fully now. I need you to believe, even when it doesn't make sense. I need you to pray, not just with words, but with your entire spirit, surrendering completely. You must understand the depth of this love. Jesus does not stand at a distance, waiting for you to hear him. He is right beside you. His hands are reaching out to you. His eyes are full of compassion and fire. He has been with you through every moment of your life. He was there when you felt alone. He was there in your laughter, in your tears, and in your silence. He fought battles you didn't even know were happening, battles that were won before you even felt the danger. And now he says, "Stay close to me. Do not wander now. Do not let this message pass by you." The appointed day will bring revelation. Something that has been hidden will come to light. Something that has been kept from you will be revealed. It will shake the ground beneath you if you are not rooted in me. But if you trust me now, and if you hold on to me, this revelation will not destroy you. It will set you free. It will be the key to the next chapter of your life. The enemy wants to turn this into pain, but I will turn it into purpose. The enemy wants to use this to break you, but I will use it to build you. What the enemy meant for evil, I will turn into fire. I see the heaviness in your heart right now. I see the unanswered questions, the nights you lay awake, wondering why things happened the way they did. I see the prayers that seemed unanswered, but I tell you, not one prayer has been ignored, not one tear was wasted, not a single day of your life has gone unnoticed by me. Every moment has led to this moment. You are stepping into a divine intersection where my power meets your faith. A shift is taking place. Chains are breaking right here. You will rise from what was meant to bury you. You must guard your spirit. Be careful of who you are speaking to in the days leading up to the appointed time. Not everyone who smiles at you has good intentions. Not everyone offering help is sent by me. Discernment is your shield. Prayer is your sword. Do not fall for flattery or be deceived by appearances. I will show you who is for you and who is against you. Trust the small warnings in your spirit. They are from me. And in this moment, I ask you to breathe and remember that I am with you. I am before you, beside you, and behind you. My presence surrounds you like the air you breathe. Nothing, no plan, no person, no circumstance can take you from my hand. I will guide you through the appointed time and beyond. You will see victory. You will experience breakthrough, and you will witness a miracle, but you must hold on now. You cannot let go. Jesus is not just speaking to you, he is pleading with you. His voice in the Spirit is full of urgency. Child, do not miss this moment. Do not ignore my warning. Do not think this is for someone else. This message is for you. It's just you and me, and we will not stop calling until you answer. His love is relentless. His protection is unshakable, and his plans for you are still good. Even when the path seems unclear, the day will soon come, and it will be sooner than you think, when you will look back on this message and understand why it felt so heavy. You will see what you avoided because you listened. You will see the blessing that came because of your obedience, and you will thank me for not letting you ignore the call. For now, stay under the protection of my wings. Speak to me every day, trust me completely, and know that no matter what news comes to shake you, I am your unshakable foundation. I am God, and I have said, this word is sealed in heaven and sent to you. Now keep it, believe it, and act according to it, for I am with you always, even to the end of the age. God says, listen carefully, for what I am about to tell you is an unusual message. You did not find these words by accident. The heavens have aligned everything so that, at this moment, you are reading them. The timing is divine, and the urgency is real. This is not meant to scare you, but to awaken you. This is very serious. Jesus is speaking directly to you. Yes, only to you. There are times in life when the heavens bend and focus all their attention on one soul. And this is one of those moments. You are not just another name among millions. You are seen, recognized, and called by name. Jesus is speaking your name right now. His voice cuts through all distractions, all thoughts, and all worries, saying, listen, you are in a moment that cannot be ignored. You must understand this. What is about to happen is not something to take lightly. In earthly terms, it may seem like very bad news, but in heaven, it is also the exact place where I show my greatest power. The enemy thinks he has found a way to break you. He believes this will be the day your heart shatters. But I have intervened in this story. I have placed my angels at every gate. I protect every detail and watch over you with more intensity than you've ever felt. Even now, Archangel Michael is sent to stand guard beside you. His sword of light is drawn, his shield is raised, and his eyes are fixed on every dark force that dares to come near you. Jesus is not just calling you, he is pleading with you, because the choices you make in the next moments will decide how this story unfolds. This message is not for your neighbor, not for your friend, and not for the crowd. It is for you alone. You have been given a direct lifeline from heaven. You may think you have time, but in the spirit, the clock is already ticking. If you turn back now, if you ignore this now, you will regret it in ways words cannot describe. I am not saying this to condemn you, but to help you understand the depth of love the heavens have for you. This is why the angels hurry. This is why Jesus leans toward me with tears in his eyes and says, "Please, do not miss this.